and no apparent casualties. But numerous men and women were involved in the so-called Cold War, the political and military tension that developed after World War II.
Our skies were patrolled by nuclear deterrent aircraft known as the V-Force. Today, in salute to the many Air Force teams who protected us, the last flying example of the V-Force, the Vulcan, took to the skies. Ian White reports.
A piece of living history, marking history, at Doncaster's Robin Hood Airport this afternoon. The only surviving flying Vulcan bomber in the world embarked on a special trip to commemorate the end of the Cold War 25 years ago.
Still near the top of the secret list is the Vulcan bomber.
Once a vital part of the UK's nuclear deterrent, the Vulcan's airmen were ready to fly to the east with just 90 seconds notice, knowing there may not be a United Kingdom to fly home to.
There were periods of extreme tension when they did think that there could be an attack from the USSR, particularly around the Cuban Missile Crisis. And there the crews really had to take their job seriously. They were sitting by these aircraft, armed up with nuclear weapons, and they were at readiness to go.
Technicians and volunteers were up early this morning, getting this 54-year-old aircraft ready for its last flight of the season.
We keep her undercover as much as possible, and she's well looked after, and so we maintain her all the time, and we tend to look after her more now than when she was in service.
Today's 2-hour journey took in 10 current and former RAF bases in Yorkshire, the East Midlands and East Anglia, before returning to Doncaster just after 4 o'clock. Well, just along the road from Robin Hood Airport, hundreds of people have turned out to get a glimpse of the Vulcan when it returns to Doncaster. And just look, people are saying there have never been crowds like this here before. The Vulcan crew circled the aircraft over the runway several times, giving patient onlookers a spectacular display.
First time I've seen it today, but amazing.
Such a beautiful piece of engineering, isn't it? Really.
Absolutely epic, out of this world. I'm in love with that plane.
It costs £2 million a year to keep the Vulcan flying. The charity that owns it hopes this won't be its last flight. Ian White, BBC Look North, Doncaster.
Wow.